I see Cao Cao's old habits are back in force. He's been trying this way and that to bring Guan Yu under his command. They say he's given him all sorts of treasures, even the fabled red hair. It's the horse that Louis Bu rode. Ferocious and strong. Said to run 1,000 li in a day. And Cao Cao gave it to Guan Yu, an officer who surrendered to him. I doubt Guan Yu would change allegiances over mere flattery. And if I'm right, the enemy just gained another weapon. I just hope it doesn't come back to haunt us later.
What perfect timing. Lord Cao Cao has called for you. We must hurry.
I have a question. Were you close to Guan Yu? Oh, I see. Guan Yu is a man of integrity. I imagine he will want to return to Liu Bei's side. But it would be a shame if such talent were lost along with Liu Bei's life. If possible, I would like him to join my forces. I had hoped that if you knew him well, you might be able to think of a way to win him over. So even you cannot think of a way to bring him over to our side. If he wishes to return to Liu Bei no matter what, then perhaps we must make sure that is no longer an option. Before anything else, I want to know what Guan Yu is thinking. The moment our army has a chance to rest, I'd like you to find that out for me.
What? You're asking if I want to continue serving Lord Cao Cao? Certainly. He has been incredibly generous, and has treated Liu Bei's family well. That is a debt I must repay in full before I leave. But I do not intend to stay here long. I will leave as soon as I know where my brother has gone. I, Guan Yu, will stand with Liu Bei until my death. That is an oath I will not break. Why? I haven't explained it to you. Liu Bei is weaker than Lord Cao Cao. A cause for concern in some ways, I admit. Whenever he sees others suffering or in misery, he is driven to help them, heedless of logic. Because of that, we, and Liu Bei himself, have had to endure countless hardships. Some may see that as foolishness. Others may jeer, calling it a lack of principle. But Liu Bei knows the suffering of the people. He knows the cries of the destitute, who lack the power to act. I believe that is the quality necessary to bring an end to these times of war. Forgive my prattle, but those are my thoughts in full. I presume you came here at Lord Cao Cao's behest? To see where I stand? If you would, please tell him that I am sorry.
Lord Guan Yu, I hear that Lord Liu Bei is still missing. I cannot imagine how that must feel. But I am happy that I could fight alongside you once more. And I say that in earnest.
I cannot thank you enough for saving my life and the lives of my brother's family.
No need. The loss of a warrior such as yourself would be a loss to the entire realm. You said the same to me once.
Zheng Liao.
I echo that sentiment. Lord Guan Yu, you are worthy of our respect, and I am glad we could speak once more.
Lord Shi Huang.
My training with you was my salvation when I lost my way. At the risk of sounding presumptuous, I hope our presence here eases your suffering even a little.
Aye. We may have different reasons and circumstances, but we are all warriors climbing the same peak. If we train and continue to better our minds and bodies, a path may one day present itself.
I am beyond grateful. To both of you. Let us spar, that I may reforge my wavering mind.
Nothing would bring me more joy.
Yuan Shao's forces gathered around Baima greatly outnumber our own. They must be trying to quash our potential strategies with sheer numbers.
Be that as it may, any commander who would lead such a massive army is bound to let his hubris get the better of them. We must discover and strike at where they have been negligent. The question is how?
Send a small force to ambush them? No. It would be but a momentary diversion against an army that large. Though if we can separate their forces, we may be able to take them down one group at a time.
Separate them how? I doubt Yuan Shao would be easily fooled.
If one wants to catch a catfish sleeping at the bottom of a pond, one must use valuable bait.
Bait?
Very well. I will join the assault. Then even Yuan Shao will panic and send his army.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye. He's just so...
This town has gotten bigger, now that I think about it.
Take this.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this. Take this. An opening.
You're an irritating whelp out there. I shall go silence it.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Experience my stratagem, refined to perfection. Admit defeat.
An opening.
The curtain draws here.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this.
The scars left by Luibu's assault truly...
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly...
Ah, you're here. I had a feeling you'd come.
I don't see the fighting ending anytime soon.
An opening!
Ready yourselves. Our efforts from here on out are absolutely essential.
And open.
Lord Sun sure seemed to be enjoying himself at the... Best keep up with your weapon maintenance. You're entrusting your life to that thing after all.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I can't believe
the enemy officer has been defeated.
Now's the time!
Sacred Earth protect us.
Pitiful situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.
The doctor gave me some med.
I used to be a Yellow Turban, just like Jotsun.
Provide backup.
Onward! To join
the enemy
allies.
officer has been defeated.
Begin the advance! You're done! Now! Let's give it to them! Now! Way to stick it to them! Time for me to let loose! Now! March! You ought to quit charging into things. Dangerous, you know? How's this? Now's the time!
Sacred Earth protect us.
I see a chance to advance here. Now, onward! Start the advance! Let's go!
And open. Take this.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Bear witness to my power. Admit defeat. Let's get serious. Now, way to stick it to them. Time for me to let loose. March!
Take this! Tails turned.
All my might. The curtain draws here.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this.
Concentrate. Begin the advance. All units, march. Situation.
The enemy officer
Begin the advance.
has been defeated.
You're done.
Easy. Time to act. Now. Easy. Nice.
I'll go after him. The damned rampage stops now. March!
Looking rough. Whoa. Take this!
You'll keep me amused, I hope.
Time to attack!
Easy. Obliterate you!
An opening! All my might!
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. We must push harder. Bear witness to my power. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Time to end this. How about this?
An opening. Time to act. Take that.
You're done.
I've been bested.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Sounds like fights are erupting all over. The peace we have here is a blessing.
Come on, what are you waiting for? Let's get this fight started!
Pitiful situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this.
I challenge you to battle. Let's try and prepare yourself. I'm done for. Take this!
Now! An opening! Concentrate. Now! enemy officer has been defeated.
I used to be a Yellow Turban, just like Cho-Tsang. I've seen how strong he is.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take that!
Everything's gotten so expensive. There you are. I'm surprised you haven't grown tired of this view yet. Do you like it that much? You know, no matter who you talk to, you never... The others all treat me with deference, given that I'll be the next chief of the village. And I am responsible for repaying that respect. By God, I'm ready. And yet, the weight that I must bear can be suffocating at times. I know the world is vast, and that I am not the only one with such responsibilities. But you're from the outside. You must know how isolated this place is. I heard there was another rebellion down south. Only one fate awaits those who oppose the Han. The leaders of these rebellions must be aware of this. How could they not be? But there is a reason they are so determined to act. Soon it will be our turn to play our roles. We will be asked to eliminate the leaders of the rebellion. Siluan, are you ready? It's a role you should know well. The Han Dynasty is collapsing. Discontent is rife. Enemies within and without plot its demise. It cannot go on. Something must give. The time will come when we must risk our lives and fulfill our roles as the Guardians of Peace. Ziluan, listen. When that time comes, you and Juha will become my wings.
A duty you would give your life to fulfill. Huh. To tell the truth, I've never understood that way of thinking. I mean, what good are you to your duty or anyone else if you end up dying? When he lived, my father was lauded as a saint. But now that he's gone, nobody so much as speaks his name. But I suppose we all have our own way of doing things. Who am I to say what the correct way is? Still, I wonder what Bai Luan was trying to achieve. The title, Guardian of Peace, sounds grand, sure. But what exactly do they do? Perhaps if you can untangle your past, you will find the answer.
I hear the way Lord John...
Yeah.
Best keep up with your weapon maintenance. You're entrusting your life to that thing after all.
An opening! An opening! Take this! An opening! Take this!
Lord Sun Quan sure seemed to be enjoying himself at the banquet. Best keep up with your weapon maintenance. You're entrusting your... The path we must walk is set. Onward, everyone! Take that!
And open.
Amazing! You are
The
a
enemy
swift and
officer
deadly warrior.
has been defeated.
Halt! We must assess the situation. This is our chance. Break the enemy formation with an ambush!
And witness my power. Let's end this.
Infested.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take that.
Best keep up with your weapon maintenance. You're entrusting your life to that thing, after all.
It'd be nice to go to sleep without worrying about what'll come tomorrow. Going with the flow has gotten me this far, with all those brutes using him to gain power.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this!
I'll obliterate you! Pitiful situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
That's it. Looking rough. Take this! Got this! An opening! I can't believe the enemy officer has been defeated. Take that! Take that!
So the realm finally belongs to Cao Cao. The children remain innocent and unflappable, even in this war-torn world of ours.
Wanderers are pretty common in this day and age.
Oh, pardon my manners. I was so deep in thought that I'd forgotten our plans to meet. Yes. To tell you the truth, I haven't had even a moment to rest. Matters of war have been left to Lord Shunyo, Jashu, and Goja. That leaves the task of governing Shu in my hands. I must also be vigilant against agents of Yuanshao, interfering with domestic affairs. And the recent incident is yet to be fully dealt with. Yes. The attempt made on Lord Cao Cao's life, at the behest of the Emperor himself. Truth be told, we had considered the possibility, but not so soon. It seemed, should a mere retainer be allowed to attain more power than the Emperor, this is a matter that we must now carefully consider. There are many issues at hand, but for now, I must remain focused on protecting our leader. Yes, you're right. I cannot deny the wisdom of your words. Perhaps it's fatigue taking its toll on me, but I find that my ability to focus is beginning to fray. The other day, I was out negotiating with officials and handling government affairs, all without noticing that my hat had caved in. The funny thing is that later I actually saw the ministers all walking together with their hats caved in the exact same way. I couldn't believe how quickly my carelessness had become a fashion statement. I suppose all I can do now is wait for it to go out of style. No, well, perhaps that is it. I am grateful for their respect, but now I feel even more embarrassed. I'd like for you to keep all this to yourself. Let it be our little secret. Be that as it may, I am glad that we have made plans to meet later. If I am to rest, I would very much like it to be with you at my side. Now, shall we make our way to my estate? Please forgive me if I, fall asleep on the way.
This town has gotten bigger, now that I think about it. I wonder if that's...
I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold. Hope I get to witness it someday.
Not many people can read and write.
That's something else.
Let's see if we can catch up.
I'm ready! I'm gonna catch you! This is a familiar sight. I remember when you first came to the village. The child we've taken in is just like you when you arrived. You were sitting there on your own, looking dazed. Your eyes were empty. As if you weren't even there. So I started chopping river rocks in half with my bare hands, just to get a reaction out of you. These children playing here know nothing of the world beyond the village. I was just like them. But not you. You wound up in our village after losing your parents to war. How could you simply forget all that and join our games? And that wasn't the half of it. You had to learn how to fight and become a guardian of peace. I couldn't begin to fathom what was in your heart, but I decided I was going to look after you anyway. Ziluan, I am proud of what I am. Proud to be a guardian of peace. And if maintaining peace means getting my hands dirty, I am ready to do just that. But when I look at these children, I can't help hoping that they won't grow up like us. Is that arrogant of me, do you think? I want us to be the end of it, the last guardians of peace. I dream of a day when the realm doesn't need people like us anymore. I don't think it's foolish to want that. And because of you, Ziluan, I think that dream might come true.
I hear the way Lord Zhonghe...
Yeah. That's right.
Xiao Pei is far smaller than the price we shall pay in lost trade if we are defeated.
I'll show Lord Liu Bei what I'm made of. Lord Shunyo becomes a different person when he drinks. Seeing it for yourself is half the fun.
Good.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly powerful, trumping even Yuan Shao.
More and more people are losing their families as the fighting goes on.
The castle's imposing visage is the only thing that hasn't changed.
I am so hungry.
I'll show Lord Liu Bei what I'm made of.
We have it better than most.
The doctor gave me some medicine when I got hurt, and even patted my head. Sounds like fights are erupting all over. The peace we have here is a blessing.
Not many people can read and write.
Get out of the way, Ziluan. Listen to us. It has to be done for the sake of the village.
What is this? What's going on?
Bailuan. And you're here too, Chuhe.
Does the village chief know what you're trying to do?
He does. The child they brought here is related to those rebels, the ones being hunted down by the Han. If the Han find out we're harboring the blood of traitors, we'll be considered traitors too. But Zeluan...
Zeluan. Please, just hear him out. That child...
No, stay as you are, Zeluan. Have you all forgotten our duty? We are bound to bring peace to the realm, to protect it. We are not here to serve the Han, least of all when it would require handing over an innocent child to be put to the sword.
We know that. But if we don't give them this child, every man and woman in this village will suffer the same fate.
So instead of doing what's right, you'd rather live in a world where the Han can kill anyone who disobeys them? Listen to me, all of you. There was once a hermit who helped Emperor Gaozu found the Han Dynasty. That hermit was our forefather, the original Guardian of Peace. His goal was to find those who possessed the right qualities and teach them how to preserve peace in the realm. It was never to submit to the whims of a dying kingdom, to slaughter the weak and those deemed enemies by virtue of their birth. The Han is in its death throes. It cannot be saved, not by us, nor anyone. Now is the time to stand up against it, to fulfill our true duty as guardians of peace. We must find the hero of this age, and bring peace back to this land. Come, let us talk to the chief. Together, we can decide what should be done.
Storm clouds are gathering, and the sky is growing dark. I always knew it wouldn't end with the village's destruction. Zeluan, this is your last chance to turn back. This may sound strange coming from the one who set you on this path, but what awaits you is likely a past better left forgotten. I won't force you to do anything that you don't want to, least of all for my benefit. So your resolve remains unshaken. You are truly a strong man, Zeluan. Truth be told, sometimes I wonder if I've done the right thing. Perhaps it would have been better if your past had stayed forgotten. And yet, I couldn't help but try to achieve something my father never could. I thought that perhaps that I could finally claim to have surpassed my father, the man they called a saint. In the end, this has all been for my own selfish ends. Forgive me. Maybe it would have been better if you had never met me. Still, it's you who wants to confront your past. I set you on that course, and I cannot turn away from you now. This is my responsibility, and I will not abandon it.
Everything's gotten...
That's right.
I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold.
Thank you.
Ziluan, you did well to stand up against them. It took some convincing, but the chief finally agreed that our decision was the correct one. We saved the child's life, but now comes the hard part. We must fool the Han and convince them the child does not exist. If he were to be found here, the village would be in great danger. And of course you know that not everyone was happy with what you did. But listen, Ziluan. This was not a mistake. I have been preparing for this moment. It simply arrived sooner than I had expected. It is time to begin our mission. We must find the hero of the age, a man to whom we can pledge our support. Juha, Ziluan, will you lend me your strength and become my wings?
You didn't need to call us here for that. I've already decided. The three of us are going to make our dream of peace come true.
I believe it. With the strongest warriors in the village at my side, I know we can succeed. But promise me, both of you. Once you have found the hero of the age, you must tell me. Then together, we will give him our support and build a new world of peace.
Ziluan, thank you. I was frozen, unsure what to do. It seems I was more constrained by the village and its regulations than I had thought. This is the true face of the village's strongest warrior, who has reaped the ambitions of so many. How weak I am compared to you. Surprised? You didn't expect me to admit to any weaknesses, I bet. But I feel like I can tell you now, because I know I can trust you. Your ancestors lived outside both the rules of the village and the reign of the Han. I've been told they were a proud people. The truth is, there was never any reason to tie yourself to the village. You always had the means to leave. You have the freedom to fly far, far away from this place, wherever your destiny might lead you. I want to go on that journey with you, and Bailuan too. Into a world of peace, where we can all soar free.
Not many people can read.
Yeah.
This town has gotten bigger, now that I think about it.
What kind of life does the Emperor live anyway? I can hardly believe he's so close.
Wanderers are pretty common in this day and age. Guys like me, too.
Going with the flow has gotten me this far. But it'd be nice if the flow could stop for a minute. So the realm finally belongs to Cao Cao.
Harking back to those in power landed me a stint in this place.
Sounds like the governor here's earned a fair share of animosity. What a pain.
I'm so hungry. Hey, Dad, could you buy something for us tonight?
What's this? Why, it's quiz time. What phrase defines
For every
the
supporter of the Sun family, there's someone else who openly shuns them.
They say the Sun family comes from around here.
Business has been good, thanks to all the people coming from the West. I should give them a deal.
Time has come for the Sun to rise up again. With the wind at our back, we'll take all of Jiangdong.
We too serve as the fangs and claws of the tiger. You do well to remember that.
I caught a massive fish. It's been a while, but we're eating well tonight.
but magistrates said there was no man of renown residing in his domain. Little did he know, he was host to the sleeping dragon, Chug Liang.
They say this is an important place, but just look what they're fighting.
The children remain innocent and unflappable, even in this war-torn...
Battle might break out again. Here's to hoping we don't get caught up in it.
For every supporter of the Sun family, there's someone else who openly shuns them.
How much encouragement people have gained from Lady Sun Shengxian's gallantry.
What's this? Why, it's quiz time. What phrase defines the bond between Lord Zhou Yu and Lord Sun Tzu? Give up? The answer is...
I ran into Lord Wang Gai outside the city. Think I can tell people I met him?
How should I know? You're asking...
I heard 2 important warriors were fighting over some jade object. Must be really special, huh?
Sounds like the governor here's earned a fair share of animal.
They say the Sun family comes from around here. Talk about an overblown...
For every supporter of the Sun family,
Everything's gotten so expensive.
Huh? Thank you.
Bailuan, we've confirmed that the invaders are government forces. They already have the village completely surrounded.
How? What happened to our scouts? And even if they have somehow discovered the child's existence, how did they mobilize so quickly?
An informant. Perhaps someone who disagreed with the position you took.
You mean a traitor in the village? Someone rebelling against my decision?
You all need to run. I'll buy us some time.
Juha, you can't...
Please, Bailuan. Look after Ziluan. He was never just a stray we took in. He's so much more precious than that. Now listen. I am the strongest fighter in this village, and you two will only get in my way. Do not try to follow me. You have to live, Ziluan. Live, and create the world we dreamed of.
Juha, wait! Foolish girl! Ziluan, after her! I cannot fly with only one of my wings. We have to save her!
Juha entrusted you with her dream. She knew she would never be able to realize that dream. Yet she believed you would make it come to pass. Perhaps my father believed something similar. But Juha survived, and she appeared before you. Does that mean... No. It couldn't. Things are drawing to a close, Ziluan, and I will be at your side until the end.
I hear the way Lord...
Yeah.